Hey, this is Ciderhelm. I'm going to be doing a gameplay walkthrough of the beta with the Monk class. This is the 4th class that I've covered, or that I'm going to be covering here. I've already done the Barbarian, the Demon Hunter, the Wizard, and now I'll be playing the Monk. And I will be doing the Witch Doctor next, and I will be going back to the Barbarian now that I do know the game quite a bit more in depth than I did when I first played through on the Barbarian. So I think some of you would appreciate a cleaner walkthrough than I first offered here. So anyway, the Monk is a pretty exciting class, except I know nothing about it, like each of these. So I'm going to be learning it with you guys. We're going to take a look at the abilities. If you know more about this, and what I'm going to be doing in this game is not going to be news to you. But it should be a pretty enjoyable walkthrough. I am going to make this quick, so let's go ahead and quick as in. Not going to be spending too much time going into these side things. I'm not going to spend too much time with crafting, although I'll explain a couple basic things if this is the only one of my videos that you're watching because you only want to know about the Monk. But I'm going to be going through the main quest line. I'm not going to be veering off the beaten path too much. There will be probably some exploring because the dungeons are randomized to a degree. So let's go ahead and get this started here. I could have played a female. I probably should have showed you the female, but for now I'm just going to play a naked bearded man. Let's go ahead and jump right in.
I smell fear and death. The fallen star is near.
Alright, so here we are. What is our number 1 ability, or our key 1 ability, is Blinding Flash. Create a flash of light that blinds all enemies. 30% chance to miss and will not attack unless they are attacked first. So I can incapacitate enemies with this. Spirit, okay, this is... Is this regenerating at all? No, it is not. Let's see. Melee attacks. Okay, so I'll be generating this like Rage, but it's not going down, nor is it going up. Or like Fury, or whatever it's called for the Barbarian. Okay, Fists of Thunder. Deal a series of extremely fast punches that deal 100% weapon damage as lightning damage. Each strike has a 15% chance to interrupt enemy attacks. Okay. A melee attack. Melee attack is my right-click skill. That's interesting. That was not the case on the Barbarian. It was switched around. But let's go ahead and look. Do I have any other abilities, and what am I going to be looking at next? The next thing, when I hit level 2, Breath of Heaven, heals myself and allies within 12 yards for 43 to 58 life. Now 12 yards, unless I'm mistaken, that's a pretty small area, so they're going to have to be near me. But that's not going to come into play until I actually get a companion here. Let's get into the game. Interesting, so I have some kind of a combo attack that I'm doing. The third attack is doing something extra. I'm not positive it's a third attack, but let's see.
The fallen star has upset the balance of this land. I seek it.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming.
Yeah, it's every third attack.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Zakharum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can save us now?
Now here's the stash. If you haven't watched any of the other playthroughs, the stash is where all my stuff is stored. I mean, it's pretty obvious it's like a bank, except that it is shared between my champions. So for instance, on my Barbarian, I dropped a Rhino Lantern, a rare ring from the Skeleton King. I dropped it in there after I identified it. And even though it is from my Barbarian, I can easily just pick it up here. The gold, as you can see in my inventory, bottom left on the left side of my screen, the bottom left of the inventory, you can see that I have a lot of gold, and that gold is actually from my other characters that I've played so far. So it is accumulating here, and let's go ahead and jump in the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Are you Leah? Rumford said you survived the fallen star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but watch out! The wounded are turning!
It says they won't attack until they're attacked. Interesting, but I guess for as long as they are affected by that.
This is killing business.
The dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
I will send them back to their graves. I will save your town.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do.
Interesting accent. My own, not hers. It's actually not at all interesting, hers.
And it is written, a fire will come.
So what I don't like right now is that I'm purely single target. Each of the other classes I've played have had some multi-target right off the bat. So maybe I'm missing something.
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
That will not be my fate.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
I don't know what it is, but I am not doing much damage right now. I'll take it for what it is, but so far, each of the other classes, even the Demon Hunter, who is kind of weak, in my opinion, each of the other classes I've been able to do more damage right off the bat. I might not be remembering the Barbarian that well. Another wretched mother here. They vomit up zombies. If you've watched the other videos, you've heard me say that 4 times. Now by following the path here, I am going to reach my quest objectives, in most cases just by following it. Some of the bonus ones are off to the side, or hidden altogether. But we're going to be following the path for the most part. And the terrain here is not random. Out here, this has been identical on each of my playthroughs, at least along the road. Now there is some randomness to all of this, but I couldn't tell you exactly where it is. And that's really been my big question playing through this. I really should just go read on the subject, but just how much of the game is random, like the original Diablo 2.
Gods have not smiled
And Diablo.
on this place.
Here's going to be our final person to take out. Now, what is that? Just an exploding something.
My mind is stronger.
Lashing tail kick. I have a desperate desire to get something more interesting than what I have right now. Blinding flash I like, but let's see if I can get lashing tail kick. Alright, here we go. That's interesting.
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him. Come, let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
Look at the fabric on this. I mean, that is some crazy flowing. Okay, 1 second. So we do have a couple upgrades in our inventory. Let's go ahead and look at what we have. 3 armor chest piece. Let's go ahead and put that on. Shield. I'm not sure if I can or should be using a shield, if that penalizes me in some way. I have no idea. We did just pick up a magic fist weapon. So let's go ahead and pick this up. Put it on, and we have... Well, let's just go ahead and move on with the quest here. Back to the old ruins. This is a portal system, just
Here,
checkpoints, and she's going to open the door here.
Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
What happened to your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons. There's something over here.
Your mother's secrets are here.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it. Captain Dalton!
Looks like my kick does have a bit of a cooldown here.
Here's the key.
Take it for what it is. I want more multi-target.
I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will find your uncle. Stay here and find out what you can.
Thank you.
Aiden came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aiden, I'll be gone before they fall.
Alright, headed up this path here. Really should look at the cooldowns on things a little more before I put them on the hotbar. That was a cool effect. Alright, I have just crashed, so let's go ahead and come back into the game and see where I am. Hopefully I can catch right back up. At the moment, hunt for signs of Deckard Cain.
Now he's dead.
Hopefully I don't have to run too far here. That one actually wasn't a game crash, not an unstable client. That was actually just a problem with Adobe Premiere in the background. So, nothing to worry about on the part of the game. Although I have had a couple game crashes, especially the other day. And in we go. Alright, I'm going to change out one of my skills here again. Let's go ahead and get rid of Lashing Tail Kick. It's pretty good, but let's see, I'm not sure. It's between Blinding Flash and Breath of Heaven. Breath of Heaven will keep me alive, 50 to 67 life. How much life do I have? That's a lot of health. Let's try out Breath of Heaven now. See how this plays out. Go ahead and use it once just to see it. Okay.
The star fell here.
Mantra of Evasion. Let's figure out what this is real quick, see if I want to use this instead. Breath of Heaven, Mantra of Evasion. Recite a mantra, gives me a 30% chance to dodge incoming attacks. Lasts for 2 minutes. If I get hit with stuff that's big, nah, it's just not worth it to me. I mean, it comes back to tanking stuff. It's not worth it to me. It's probably pretty good on average. But right now, if I get hit by stuff that's big, I need to... Oh, Leprechaun. This is really dangerous. This is really dangerous. I'm not going to get this Leprechaun. Yes, I am. Okay, so those guys, when you kill them, they drop lots and lots of items, just gold and stuff. I haven't seen anything really major out of them, but, you know, it's worth killing them. Let's go ahead and finish off these mobs here. Still don't like how much single target damage I'm dealing, and unfortunately it does not look like this is like the Barbarian, where I actually had multi-target options and just had no idea how the skills actually activated. So this is unfortunate, but you know, it's not that bad. I do feel like there's a real decision to be made here between... Let's come down here. A real decision to be made here between the heal that I've got right now versus the blind that I started out with. I'm just not sure what the better option is.
The gods strike through me!
I do like that this is a short cooldown heal. It is based on my little Fury energy meter, whatever it is. What is it called? Spirit? It is based on that, but that's regenerating at least pretty quickly. It hasn't hindered me yet. That's just off my basic attacks, so... Let's... Up, down... I'll be able to have another skill active soon. That'll be helpful. And once I do that, I'm probably going to keep this heal out. Alright, here, we found our way down. Let's go ahead and head on down to Deckard Cain.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this ledge hold. The Skeleton King?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Alright, let's head down and help him out.
Hey, I will save you!
Stay back! Thank you, but why did you risk yourself for me?
It was not your time, old man. Come, Leah is waiting for you.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
Time runs short. Tell me what you know of the fallen star.
Not much, I'm afraid, though the prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
My strength has increased.
Alright, we just got Deadly Reach. Let's go ahead and give this a try. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but let's replace our Fists of Thunder with Deadly Reach. What happens? Okay, that's still targeted. That's good.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. Leah, you should not dismiss the signs so lightly.
And we're going to go ahead and talk to the blacksmith. Skipped over a little bit of the quest dialogue. I apologize if that's something that you really want to watch all of. I'll get through most of it, but if that's really important to you, then I do have other videos where I've shown most of it. The Barbarian one in particular, I showed all of it.
But how can I kill my own wife?
It is regrettable, but it must be done. I will help you.
Thank you. Follow me. My friends, I'm sorry.
This must be done.
Okay, this has a little bit of range to it, but I'm not sure it has a multi-target component.
Forgive me.
Hedrig! Help me!
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hedrig Aemon.
As it happens, I am looking for King Leoric's crown. Perhaps you know of it.
I can help you there. It's buried with his Chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Okay, a quick overview of the two items here. Cauldron of Jordan. This is what I received this a little earlier here, but what this is allows me to sell items. So I can click sell, shift left click, hold down shift, and I can sell multiple items. Now the other, that's kind of fun. The other item is Nephalem Cube, and the Nephalem Cube, this is basically disenchanting. You get crafting materials by disenchanting certain things. So I've just looked through everything here, and I'm going to go ahead and disenchant it real quick. Shift left click, and then hold down shift, and I'll just disenchant everything. Alright, and that's just some enchanting materials, or crafting materials rather, that I got out of doing that. Let's go ahead and head back out and get back on the road. So by holding down shift, this is something I didn't know, by holding down shift I can use an attack even when I don't have a target in front of me.
This time. Stand your ground!
I may be mistaken, but that looked like it did travel and actually hit multiple targets there. Just a real sharp, maybe not cone, but straight line. Now, Hadrig's Apprentice, I have seen him, I think, in a couple different spots at this point, but usually to the bottom side here of the road. Go ahead and take out some of these. Just a little off this road. Not here, maybe here? Alright, here's Hadrig's Apprentice.
The blacksmith's apprentice is dead. I should tell Hadrig when next we meet.
Alright, back onto the road, and we'll go ahead and head up towards our quest objective here. It's gonna hurt. No, it's not gonna hurt. Because I'm not actually touching it. Definitely a multi-target component to that. That's good to know. Alright, so here we are looking for... Ooh. Lord of Damnation. He's had a couple different names at this point. Teleporter, he's going to blink around. Each of them has a gimmick, these names. A number of mobs as well. I do have a caster in the back that I don't want to have continually summoning mobs, so let's get to him. Okay, so each time I've been here, there have been 3 crypts scattered about. One of them randomly is the one that I'm looking for. So I'm not sure which one it's going to be this time. Let's find out. Molten means when I kill them, they're going to... Oh! Also means they have AoE fire damage. Guy is gonna explode. Okay, my damage is pitifully low. I don't like this. Let's find out if I'm using the wrong skills. Whether I got a new skill, Dashing Strike here. Let's figure out what this is. Dash quickly at the targeted enemy or location, dealing 50% weapon damage. I'll go ahead and put this. It's going to be my right-click skill. Now, my deadly reach, is this 125% versus 100% weapon damage as lightning damage? So I'm using the right ability for damage, I believe. Let me just double-check here. This has a 6-second cooldown, so I haven't been using that. Blinding Flash, no. Mantra of Evasion, no. Looks like I have the right combo right now. Let's go ahead and give this a try. That's kind of cool. Very low energy cost. I like that. How much? 200? Okay, I have 200 total, and this costs 20. Interesting. Now, if you didn't follow this, we are looking for our friends, our Heydrig the Blacksmith. We are looking for his grandfather, who is the Chancellor. We're looking for... How much is it? 6 to 8? Okay. His burial chamber. And from there we're going to get Leoric's crown, which we'll use to summon Leoric, who is the Skeleton King, who is the objective. Oh, I know that's going to turn into an event. Well, I might as well turn it into an event so people can see it. Jar of Souls.
A trap.
Survive for 1 minute.
This magic will not break me. Only a little longer. Your strength fails.
Alright, well that was that, and I just got... Looks like I actually got quite a number of things here. Common scraps are crafting material. They don't look anything like they look in your inventory. They're white on the ground. They're brown in your inventory. Just keep that in mind. 7 armor, so I already got an upgrade there. Let's see. These are 6.3, so I got an upgrade here. That's going to be that. And 3 minimum damage. So I have my first ring on the character. So there you go. That's that little event. Just 1 minute survive, and stronger things do come up as you progress through it. Not too much other than that, though. This guy's going to explode into a bunch of electricity.
Your flaws are revealed. The crown is not here. I must search one of the other crypts.
Okay, so this one wasn't it. Again, there should be 3 here. I've only seen this one, though. Okay, here's this one. And then usually there's one over here, too. Let's see if this is the one. It was the last 2 times, which means I may very well be going to fail by picking this one. Have to go with the 3rd one, but that's okay.
Injuries are too severe.
Okay, this is annoying. So every time I hit them, electricity comes out? That's a lot of damage. Go and revive here and get back there. Don't know if I'm actually gaining much by using that while running to cover distance. What is this? Sash of the Sentry, +1 defense. Versus +4 precision. Armor is a slight upgrade. Let's see, 17 pants. Upgrade, pretty big upgrade. Let's see, anything else? No? Alright, let's keep on heading on. Looks like I'm coming full circle here, which is not going to help me figure out this map. Well, it is going to help me figure out that it's not here. Gotta go south now and see what's down there.
This fight is over.
Alright, so it was this crypt again. It wasn't the very first time I played through, so wouldn't say it necessarily always is this one. We're going to fight our first big guy, which is not very difficult at all, hopefully. quick. Okay, ornate leather hood. Let's put this on. It's my first one. No animation on this. Press Z, zoom in. Oh, I guess there... not animation, but artwork for it, and I guess there is. So that's not true. Okay, so what did I just get as far as abilities? Dashing Strike is what I last had. Lethal Decoy, create an illusion of pure holy energy that attracts enemies to itself and explodes after 5 seconds. Pretty good. I'll give it a try, but the 75 spirit makes it just a temporary tank that you use on a pinch. I'm not sure how much I will actually make use of it, especially during this playthrough, but I'll give it a try just to see what it is. So actually, let me go ahead and put it on the hotbar here. Instead of what? Instead of Dashing Strike? Or Dashing Strike actually would have been useful here. Alright, well, there's a decoy.
Break beneath the endless tide.
I'm going to go and take the decoy off for now. I don't think I'll be wanting to use it here. So back to Dashing Strike. And what do we just pick up? A spear, but I'm not sure the advantage of a spear to a... monk. Okay, what else did I get? I think that was it. A little mini boss fight here.
To bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
Okay, so I've gotten the crown, and now we want to head back to town, and the bonus objective, if you see on the right side, is going to be used to use the Stone of Recall. Now this is a Stone of Recall. It's essentially Town Portal, or a Hearthstone from World of Warcraft. Let's go ahead and use it. And here we go. Hadrig will repair the crown on a anvil that you cannot see.
Ah, it needs repair. Should be no problem. It's good to work again. There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than making spades to occupy my mind. I want my life to mean something.
As you should. You will craft for me weapons with which to carry out my sacred duty. I have other news. Your apprentice is dead.
Fool boy. Hope for the worst and you will not be disappointed. Thank you for the news.
Let's see, Z button, that's just me zooming in. Okay, now everything's appeared. So here's crafting. It's a pretty simple system. Let's go ahead and break down some more stuff in my inventory, and I'll show you crafting very, very quickly. Shift left click, and I'm going to go ahead and break down everything. I'm not looking at it, so hopefully I'm not getting rid of anything too important. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what I have here. Fist weapons, so I don't care about any of this. But how about armor? So I do care about this. I don't know anything about casting speed yet. The bracers should be good. Let's go ahead and pick this up. Just craft it. So it's because I have the scraps and I have the subtle essences, and the subtle essences you get from just disenchanting blue items and better, and it might be white items too, I have no idea. How about the gloves? Now what I have right now are just 3, so I don't, well, let's see. I am missing 1 subtle essence, but now I have enough because I just disenchanted my old gloves, or my old cuffs rather, bracers. Okay, well that's crafting in a nutshell. There is more to it. There's a lot more to it that I don't know.
I have the crown.
That has to do with
Where is the
libraries and
skeleton
other
king?
such things that people have mentioned in the YouTube comments.
last,
Take it for what it is.
With
Learn it if you
can
want to,
unlock
but I'm
the
not going to cover
sealed
too much of it in
door
this
the
video.
room where you rescued me and enter the royal crypts. When you find the Skeleton King, place the crown atop his head and destroy him.
Alright, so now we are headed to find the Skeleton King. Are there any abilities? I don't remember if I checked last time I leveled up. Okay, nothing new that I see, so let's go ahead and head on in. These are always annoying to me. Anything marked Arcane Enchanted, as far as I've seen, they all drop these little Yogg-Saron tentacles that shoot purple balls at you.
I have been healed. I don't have enough spirit.
Hopefully that's the end of that. That might have been a good place for the decoy as for those
Once
arcane
the captain
enchantments.
of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart.
Your strength fails.
Oh, a leprechaun. Okay, so I have actually just gotten quite a number of things. Let's go ahead and look at what they are. Plus 1 to 2 fire damage. Let's see what this is. 2, 4... Alright, let's go ahead and put this on and see how the fire damage plays out. Plus 3 attack versus plus 3 minimum damage. So I have a second plus 3 minimum damage. Let's go ahead and add this on. Scroll of Companion. Let's go ahead and use this. I've got a little snake on the ground, which somehow, without arms, is able to pick up gold for me. And then, I think... Go ahead and put on a slightly better chest piece. Okay, there we go. So that's what I got out of this. And the snake, let's see if the snake go pick stuff up. Oh, it's the best animation of it so far. Alright. Now we're looking through here for the way down, which seems to be kind of the common theme in Diablo. So, I'll break that for fun.
It was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear, and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement, and sent us off to die.
Maintain your incantations. He will soon turn.
Your magic is weakening. I am free! Now, back to my mission.
Who are you?
You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well. Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
I must destroy the Skeleton King.
The cultists dragged me past this glowing pit. What made it?
I've come here to find out.
He's free! Do not let him rearm!
So one thing I've noticed is that there is no randomness to Cathedral level 3 at the beginning. And this whole set of rooms, this pair of rooms, is identical each playthrough. However, that first room we were in is not. That is one that's repeating throughout these dungeons. You'll see it somewhat frequently.
Agreed. Let us fight together.
Black magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger. You were a Templar, John Dark. How could you succumb to this coven?
The Coven is my brother, but now the powers we serve will soon rule this world. Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven. Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
Your books have no worth to me. They are yours.
Then onwards we go to fight the Skeleton King.
Go ahead and bring him with me, add him to the party. It's interesting that you have a choice there, but I've never actually chosen not to. I did get him killed, or lost him at some point on the Demon Hunter playthrough, though.
Feel the wrath of Yikar! I do not fear pain.
Where did I come from?
I tried to count how many we've
Let's
killed,
see.
but I've lost track.
Okay, that looked like a down arrow. That's what I was checking on.
What is this?
Wow. This is new to me. A room full of dozens of random imps.
Feel the wrath of Yitar.
So what I'm doing, I'm just charging usually when I see an archer. Now, I've had luck in getting behind shield bearers when we're working together, when I've got the companion here. But primarily they seem to be turning around really quick this time through, so I'm not waiting on them so much as I'm just aiming to get the archers out of the way.
This fight is over.
Go ahead and keep searching down this direction real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything.
A mighty adversary is before us. We have done it!
Now, Illusionist, when you see that, it always means they split into 3. I don't know the mechanics of it, whether the 3 are equally powerful, whether they all 3 can be killed and get loot. I don't know anything like that, but I do know that that's when they split into 3.
I'm glad that fate has brought us together on this path.
Why is that?
You fight with both honor and ferocity. I know that a pure soul must burn within you.
The light grows stronger within you.
Crippling Wave. Let's see if this is cool or not. I've been using Dash of Breath of Heaven. Okay, Crippling Wave. A series of large, sweeping attacks that cause 100% weapon damage to all enemies in front of you. Versus my Deadly Reach, 125% weapon damage. Crippling Wave attack dazes enemies. Okay, so I'm just gonna replace Deadly Reach with Crippling Wave and see how that goes. Let's go ahead and shift left click. An interesting animation. Alright.
When we returned from our horrific defeat in Westmarch, my beloved king lost all pretense of sanity. He seethed with rage, spitting curses upon us as traitors. With great sorrow, I ran him through. I will forever live in anguish for my last attempt to honor my king. As we lay him to rest in his burial chamber, he manifested as a hideous skeletal demon. Gorash and my other knights were overcome at once, but I fought on.
Can't tell where the minions like actually spawn out of him when he explodes. It's a little weird, but alright. This has been fruitless, although we did get some more of that lore for people who are looking for it. A little bit of lore here.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not.
tomb. We shall put you down, Hellspawn!
Alright, that was a little scene. I don't actually know what the pillars do. Oh, how should I train? Okay, so this guy levels up. Let's go ahead and click on his character portrait. He's got the choice between Intervene, which is a taunt, versus a heal. Let's go ahead and pick heal. Hopefully he can keep himself alive, and I can also double up on heals with him. A little gap there. The Barbarian has no problem jumping over it, but neither the Demon Hunter nor the Monk are able to get over it with their dash ability. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the Skeleton King. We'll get a little bit of an intro here, and then we'll go ahead and fight him.
You will never defeat me!
You were defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
Before we get in this, I do have a minor elixir of resilience. There are consumables in this game, so I'm going to go ahead and apply that. Let's see. Looks like I've actually gotten a few other armors, or other pieces of armor here that I'll go ahead and put on. That's good, that's good. Alright, there we go. Ooh. Where's this headpiece? Alright. Just switch my main attack back to my starter one for single target damage. Let's see if I can avoid some cleaves by standing behind the boss. Gotta make sure that deal counts for both of them. He's gonna do his charge attack now. Whirlwind attack, let's get out of that. That was not in range of my paladin friend. Oh no! He stood in the whirlwind. So did I, but... let's go and just focus on getting him down now.
Greater and greater.
And there you have it. That is the entire Diablo 3 beta experience. It does end at the Skeleton King here. This is not the end of Act 1. It's about a third to half of the way through Act 1. You know, pretty fun playthrough. You learn a lot going through this. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed the Monk. And next we should be doing the Witch Doctor, and then I'll probably do another playthrough of the Barbarian. Thank you.